Welcome back. So, in today's video, we're going to discuss mastering enemy movement in Hunt Showdown, and we're going to try and stop you from getting caught off guard by some of their movement. Now, this is some of the number one ways to like exploit player movement in Hunt Showdown. Now, we're not talking like actual exploits. What we're going to be discussing is exploiting the enemy's movement to your advantage. See, players are a lot like algorithms. They do what works, and they do it a lot, so it becomes the default path. We're going to turn that against them. Let's use that against them. Have you ever noticed that high MMR players and 6 stars are able to like predict every move that someone makes? See, we're breaking that down, and what it boils down to is three really big things: muscle memory, rotation of flanks, the sound design of Hunt Showdown, and unconventional peeking angles. We're gonna break them. I'm gonna go in further detail, but those are like the big three. Those are the big three, and for today's video, that's what we're gonna discuss. We're gonna discuss some of the other stuff in another video. Definitely tune in for that as well. But let's get down into the muscle memory and like rotations and flanks of things of that nature. So when it comes to Hunt Showdown, when it comes to taking these fights, everybody has a rotate. Everybody does. Now, the way the rotates work is it doesn't matter where you're fighting. Each rotate is roughly the same. The path is always the same. No matter where it is, always the same path, just different for the location that it's in. Trap those paths. Simple as. If you're gonna catch a team, if like this team's running, like let's say you're at the top of the mountain of La Plata, and you see that there's a team pushing up and they're in Split River, trap the side flanks, take the fight when they're in the center of the traps. So the traps are on the side flanks, they're in the middle, catch them there. They're gonna fall back and take the flank, and they're gonna run into those traps. That's how you hold advantage. That's how you win that fight. Or if you are, I guess, sneaky enough, if you want to call it that, or daring enough, trap their fallback. Have somebody behind the enemy team and trap their fallback. If you get it down or you get pressure and you start pushing them back, they're going to fall back to a position, right? They're going to fall back to an easier defendable position. Trap their route they came from. They're going to turn around and run away. Trap the direction they came from. They already know from previous experience that area is clear. There's nobody back there. What's the last thing they expect? You to be back there putting traps down. They run right into it. They run right to their deaths. Now, the other aspect to this is sound. Sound is super important. I cannot stress it enough. Hunt Showdown is one of those games that you can play blindfolded and win gunfights based purely on the sound alone. Memorize where chains are. Memorize where the glass is. Memorize where the cans are. Being able to understand what sound means what and where that sound is can win and lose you fights. Have you ever noticed that like a lot of high MMR players or a lot of 6 stars just wallbang all the time? They're just blasting through the walls all the time. And oftentimes it looks a little suspect. It's not. It's not. It's actually a very educated guess. Why? Because they're playing off sound. They're playing off the sound cues, the very subtle sound cues of the wood step, the wood creak, the snap of the twig, the rattling of the chains or the cans, the crunching of the glass. They're playing off of that. They know where those locations are, and they wallbang those positions. Why? Well, because they know somebody's there. Yeah, they can't see them, but I'm going to shoot in that direction, and chances are I might hit them. That's what they're doing. Start doing that. Start doing that. Use the sound as a weapon. It's not just crows going off. It's not just ducks or dogs. If you're able to shoot through the wall, shoot through the wall. Blast in that direction. I don't care. You may not hit them. Just shoot. It tells them, hey, I know you're fucking there, asshole. and it makes them stop doing whatever they're doing. I'm just saying, start doing it. It might work out for you. Now, another aspect to this is using unconventional peeking spots and peeking angles, right? So if you can see your target through this little slit in the wall or the crack in the door because it's slightly ajar, shoot. If you can see them, you can hit them. If you can see them, you can 100% hit them. Take the shot. Now, the other aspect to this, when it comes to that, is you need to understand the difference between cover and concealment. Yeah, I get it. You've played FPS games before. You understand. We've all played COD. We understand the difference between cover and concealment. However, in Hunt Showdown, concealment is a lot different. And the reason I say that is because the way concealment works is it's not just sitting in a bush. Concealment isn't just sitting in a bush. It's hiding your silhouette. So you could be sitting behind a fence and looking through the slats in the fence to see your target, or you could be sat in the open, but with a rock face behind you, which kind of disrupts and blocks out your silhouette. So you're in the open, you're just harder to see because the rock face kind of hides your silhouette. See, humans are really good at one thing, and that's recognizing the human figure in silhouette. That's why snipers, like modern day snipers, use ghillie suits, or they have all this crap that they put on them because it breaks up the human figure. It breaks up that silhouette. It makes it harder to see. And that's kind of what concealment is supposed to be. It's not just sitting in a bush. It's breaking up the human figure to make it harder to see at range. That's how you can use concealment. Now, once you're discovered, once you've fired that first or second shot and they start sending rounds back your way, well, to prevent a Mosin piercing in your forehead, you should probably go find cover. And that's where we're going to discuss cover. There's two types of cover, hard cover and soft cover. Hard cover is like a rock. Bullet's not going to go through that. Soft cover is that wood fence you're sat behind that they're currently shooting at. It goes through. You should probably find hard cover. Now, when you watch high MMR players and 6-star players, what you can really kind of see and notice, what you'll start to notice, is they use that cover and concealment mechanic. They'll find hard cover when the fight actually breaks out, but for the most part, they'll use concealment to get early shots off, to win an early engage, to snowball that win. You want to apply pressure. Hunt Showdown works really well on pressure. If you get a good down, run at them, rush them down. You have a numerical advantage and they're down a player, and you're not gonna rush them. Run at them, apply that pressure. The snowball effect in Hunt Showdown is unmatched. Use it to your advantage. That's how you win fights quickly. If you've ever wanted to win a fight quickly, that's how you do it. You be unpredictable and aggressive.
Oh my God!
Now,
Grandma fell from the sky.
We've discussed how movement works. We've discussed how these fights work where you're caught off guard. And we've kind of broken down how to not get as caught off guard. So next video, we're going to learn how to turn some of these tells that people have, because if you watch the fights, if you watch fights, Hunt Showdown fights, you'll see everybody has like this tell that they do right before they make this move, right before they go and do this thing. So in the next video, we're gonna turn that into a weapon. I'm gonna teach you guys how to turn that into a weapon to win fights as well. So definitely subscribe, definitely tune in for that next video. That next video is gonna go out hopefully in a couple of weeks. I'm really bad at editing. I'm really bad at the whole video design stuff. So I'm gonna aim for the end of this month, beginning of next month. That's what we're gonna aim for. But with that, we're gonna end here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. If nobody's told you, I'm gonna be the first to tell you. You're loved, you're appreciated, and you matter. Most importantly, I'm fucking proud of you. Keep being awesome, keep being amazing, and until next time, take care.
Watch me as I take off. I'll be working until I have all of my days off. Then I'm surfing in California when I'm